And welcome to today's debate. The motion is this House believes that students should use ChatGPT for homework. It will be in 3 versus 3 format with the floor debate. On my right hand side, please welcome the proposition team. Very good, thank you. And on my left hand side, please welcome the opposition team. All speeches are 3 minutes in length. After 60 seconds, a time signal is given to indicate that the other team can offer points of information, by the bell ringing one time actually. 30 seconds before the end, there will be another signal indicating that no more point of information can be offered. At 3 minutes, there will be a double time signal to indicate that each speech has to end. Now, at 3 minutes and 15 seconds, there will be triple time signal that reminds the speaker to end. And now, I would like to introduce the first speaker from the proposition time. Please welcome speaker number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever wondered that how many percent of students on the world use ChatGPT? Today, the motion of the debate is that students should use ChatGPT for homework. And as the proposition team, we strongly believe that students should use ChatGPT for homework. And in this motion, I'll define 3 keywords. Students mean the people who learn at school. ChatGPT is an AI chatbot, and homework means the work that teachers give students to do outside class. So in this motion, the main stakeholders are students, parents, schools, teachers. Okay, and here's our roadmap. As the first speaker, I'll tell you my argument. Our second speaker will tell his argument, and our third speaker will summarize our points and repeat all the teams. So we believe that students should use ChatGPT for homework because it allows students to study independently without always needing help from others. The reason is that students need help from parents and teachers. However, the parents and teachers are not always free to answer the question. Because of this, the appearance of ChatGPT is extremely helpful. So ChatGPT helps students study by themselves because children can ask questions and then ChatGPT can explain, give examples, and provide detailed solutions for students. For example, the Pew Research Center shows that 1 out of 4 teens use AI instead of asking adults for help, and students learn independently so they can develop many skills such as problem solving, critical thinking, and self-discipline. So independent learning is very important because it helps students become more confident and responsible instead of relying on others. And another example is from a report from a Common Sense Media say that 1 in 3 students use AI to learn new skills. So therefore, ChatGPT is a very useful tool for children to do their homework. Thank you for listening.
All right. Thank you, Bảo Nhi, for your speech. Please sit down. Good job. Okay. I would like to invite the first speaker from the opposition side to deliver their speech. Hold on, please. That's good.
Imagine walking into a gym, paying a trainer, but instead of lifting the heavy weights yourself, you pay someone else to lift them for you. Will your muscles even grow? Absolutely not. This is exactly what happens when students use ChatGPT for homework. Hello everyone, my name is Ngọc Linh and I'm in class GS2. Today we are debating about the motion that students should use ChatGPT for homework. And as the opposition team, I agree with the fact that ChatGPT helps students study independently. However, they cannot think independently. If students use ChatGPT for homework, they may lose the abilities for summarizing, organizing ideas, or critical thinking because ChatGPT has already done that for them in the homework. And today in our debate, we define three main words. They are students. We define students as learners from the grade 4 to 9. ChatGPT as an AI tool helps students to study. Homework as exercises or activities that teacher gave for children for practicing. And the main stakeholders are the students, parents, and the school. As the first speaker, I will talk about the problem that students become lazy and depend too much on ChatGPT. And our second speaker will talk about the cheating problems. Finally, the last speaker will summarize our points and rebut the other teams. I'll start with my argument. We believe that children should not use ChatGPT for homework because that may lead to laziness and dependence. And ChatGPT provides quick answers, so some students may stop thinking themselves. According to the Digital Education Council, about 86% of students use AI tools, including ChatGPT, for learning. And also an English research that 68% of students become lazy after using ChatGPT and rely on them. And as AI become more common, many of them rely too much and spend less time developing their own thinking, spending time with family, and lead to solving skills problem. Therefore, students should use ChatGPT as a learning tool, not as a replacement for their own thinking. By doing their own work, they can develop stronger knowledge, skills, and independence. Thank you for listening.
All right, thank you very much, Ms. Lin, for your speech. And now, I would like to invite the second speaker from the proposition side to deliver their speech.
Do you know many students in the world use ChatGPT for work? Hello everyone, my name is Đăng Khoa, and today I will talk about students should use ChatGPT for homework. We strongly believe that students should use ChatGPT for homework. I believe that ChatGPT helps students understand difficult homework more easily. That's why I supported the idea that students should use ChatGPT for homework because it simplifies the topic of homework by explaining the difficult ideas in easy words. For example, Vietnamese students have to learn English, and some words are hard to understand. Teachers don't have any free time to help explain, so ChatGPT can help us an online tutor to help explain the English term in the simple word and easy to understand. A survey from Intelligence.com shows that 85% of students find ChatGPT more helpful than a human tutor, and understand can increase for expected.
Are you sure that students will just use ChatGPT to understand difficult homework?
Yes, I sure, but there are little bit of students don't use ChatGPT. Can increase from 40 to 76 or so. 40 of students say they understand science better with AI. So today I will talk about students should use ChatGPT for homework. Thank you for listening.
All right. Thank you, Đăng Khoa, for your speech. All right, moving on, please welcome the second speaker from the opposition side, speaker number 2.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
My name is Minh. I am the second speaker of the opposition team. If the proposition team say that ChatGPT can explain difficult homework into easy work, and they think that it is like free online tutor. Tutor doesn't just give student the answer. A real tutor asks questions to make their brain to find the solution. ChatGPT do the thinking for them. So using ChatGPT is lazy shortcut, not a real tutor. Using ChatGPT for homework is kind of cheating because the work is not their own. Because ChatGPT can create answer in a few seconds. This makes cheating much easier. The purpose of homework is so what you know and what you can do by yourself. When a student uses ChatGPT to do their homework, some students might just copy and paste the answer. This cheating because they are tricking the teacher into giving them good grade for the work they didn't do. When students do this they don't learning anything, and their honesty is broken. According to Turnitin, using AI to do work is dishonest, or 1 out of every 10 student paper have AI generated text. In fact, school now have AI detector, and students are getting 0 on their work because the work is not belong to them. Therefore, because homework must come from their own brain, not from a machine. Using ChatGPT is cheating. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Mr. Good, from the opposition team. And now, I would like to invite the final speaker, speaker number 3, from the proposition speak to deliver their speech.
Hello everyone, my name is Anh Tú and I'm the first proposition speaker. And first, I will talk about the rebuttal. You said ChatGPT can easily lead to cheating and dishonesty. However, students can use ChatGPT as a reference, not a tool to give perfect answer for their homework instead of doing themselves, and they can also ask for teachers' guidance. Therefore, the root cause of cheating is lack of guidance and poor academic ethics, not ChatGPT itself. Next, I will talk about my argument. I believe that ChatGPT should use. I believe that students should use ChatGPT for homework. In opinion, ChatGPT helps weaker students by breaking down complex topics into simple, step-by-step explanation without any judgment. When these students understand the lessons better, their frustration turns into active participation in class. This progress directly boosts their confidence, which is critical for learning because it removes the fear of failure and motivate them to solve harder challenges. For example, a study in the Journal of Educational Psychology shows that 65% of shy students feel more confident after using AI. Thank you for listening.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. AnhTú, for your speech. And let's welcome, finally, the third speaker from the opposition side to deliver their speech.
have you ever known that our country education can be easily to debate just by an AI tool? Unfortunately, it is happening now. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hải Anh from opposition team, and today I'm here to show you our rebuttal for proposition team and our agreement about students should not use ChatGPT because it makes students less creative. Proposition team agrees that ChatGPT is useful and convenient for students to do their homework, but they forget the true purpose of education. If students depend on ChatGPT to do their homework, they just copy paste the task and don't do it by themselves. If they let AI to do all, they lose ability to brainstorm. Let's go to our agreement. Firstly, I want to know that if students depend too much time to use ChatGPT to do their homework, they will less creative because they only copy paste the task. Secondly, almost the students are used ChatGPT by a wrong way, and it creates a bad habit that every time students face difficult tasks, they will want ChatGPT to solve it for them. Do you know that every human has a hidden avoidance mechanism? It means that their brain prefers the easier way, and if students habitually use ChatGPT, their brain usually choose it and make the brain lazy and unable to think by themselves. Definition of learning is not do 100% homework. It is when students truly understand the lesson and can do it by themselves. And now I will summarize our point. Our first speaker said that students become lazy and depend on ChatGPT and they stop thinking and brainstorming. But because they only put their brain to sleep by only copy paste the task instead of doing it themselves. Our second speaker said that ChatGPT have students cheating easier in doing their homework, so because of it, the fairness in education become decreased year by year from the first time ChatGPT appeared. The honest students spend time to study by themselves to earn grades. Those use ChatGPT to do all their homework and get the same or even higher grade than the student. In conclusion, with these few points of ours, I hope we are able to convince you that students should not use ChatGPT, and I hope that you will choose our team.
Timekeeper, be careful. It's 3 minutes and 30 seconds. That's what it's supposed to be. Not 3 minutes and 15. I think the error was the person that wrote it down. Okay. Anyways, now we will have a floor debate. Please raise your hand if you have any questions.
Teacher, I have the time.
You do have the time there. Well done, Đăng. But I'm asking the audience now. Do you have any questions for the debate? We have one question in the back. Can we, do we need a microphone or can you speak out loud? Send the microphone to her.
So I have two questions for the opposition team. The first one is for Linh. In your argument, you mentioned that people using ChatGPT are students using ChatGPT for homework and they stop thinking. Are you sure that every student use ChatGPT for homework stop thinking immediately? And can you give me evidence about that immediately outcome?
Can you imagine that students from grade 4 to grade 9, their brains are still developing and not all they think are true? So, if they see the answer immediately in front of their face, what would they do? They will copy immediately and they will do it without thinking. I'm admit that some of them are very good and they don't copy, but uh, most of them copy because at their age like that, as me, I am in grade 5. If I am a student like that, I would copy too. So that is a true evidence based on a real life story.
And I have a second question as well. And you said ChatGPT is a tool, so children become lazy and dependent on it. And that is a tool fault or the user fault, which is the student.
Whose fault is it? If ChatGPT is a tool and the students copy, like they cheat, whose fault is it? Is it the fault of the tool or the fault of the student that is cheating? You can take your time to prepare. Get a couple of seconds. Timekeeper, are you checking them? All right. Timekeeper says time's up.
For me, for our opinions, if the student is wrong in this case because they allow them to use ChatGPT too much, so they can so they depend on it, and so they depend on it.
It's okay, you don't have the answer for it. Don't worry about it. Well done. Hey, just nice. Okay. All right. So that one was not answered, but does anybody else have any questions? Anybody else? All right. Well, we are only getting questions for the opposition side. What about the proposition side? Well, I do have a question for them. I know I'm the chairperson, but I want to prick the brains. Yeah, I want to test them. Normally, I wouldn't ask questions. Everybody's too late. Okay. So, proposition team, you say that AI is a good tool for students, and students should use AI. But my question to you is, how does AI help a student that is probably preparing a lesson like literature, for example, where you need a lot of creativity and a lot of unique uh, point of view. So, how does AI help students who are in social sciences or poetry? No, not struggling students. We're talking about there are some courses like math, English, those ones are easy. But what about courses like art, literature, poetry? How does AI help those students?
So AI can help students like uh, AI can help students by providing some new ideas that support students to do the project.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's it. All right. And now I have another question for the opposition side. AI serves as a tutor that helps students 24 hours. If we decide to ban AI, don't you think it will create unfairness? And what I mean is, rich kids will still be able to pay external teachers, even if AI is banned. And then the poor kids that cannot use the free tool, AI, they'll be left without a tutor. Don't you think banning AI would create unfairness between the rich and the poor? You need some time. All right, 30 seconds, timer. 30 seconds. All right, time's up. Thank you. Okay, what is your response to it? Banning AI, don't you think it creates unfairness between rich kids that can afford tutor, external tutor, a teacher, and the poor?
But in our opinion, rich and poor doesn't mean anything when they are in a same community, is a school or class. If a poor student wants to get like a scholarship or they really want to study, they would really try their best and they would study without needing any help from the AI tools, and they will can just go to the library of the school to read books and find the information themselves. But if the rich kids really don't want to study, if the rich kids don't want to study but their parents still buy the AI tutor or like upgrade them by their money, if the rich kid don't want to study, they will still don't study. So it is not a problem between rich and poor. It is a problem between that if they don't want to study or not.
Okay, all right, that's good enough. All right, congratulations to all debaters. Now I would like to invite you to shake your hands together because we've come to the end of today's debate competition. Stand up and shake each other. Good job, everyone. Shake, shake, shake. Friendship, friendship, shake. Shake, shake. There you go. Good job, everyone. Well done.